I'm Jon, and I'm in Lassen Volcanic National Park. I can't imagine a more beautiful location from which to bring you this video and share this week's historical site. Prior to 1852, there were two main routes people traveled to come to Northern California and its gold fields from the east. One was the Applegate Trail, which its route is more north of here, and passed through modern-day Davis Creek, Alturas, and eventually into Oregon. The other route, the Lassen Trail, kind of looped up and then came back down south of here and ended at a point in between what is now Red Bluff and Chico. In 1851, William H. Nobles discovered a more direct route that cut off those loops and approximately half the travel time as those other two trails. Realizing the importance of his discovery, he approached the businessmen in the town of Shasta in 1852. He offered to show them this new route for the price of $2,000. The merchants agreed because they knew that the new route would bring more people, and more people meant more customers and thereby more money. I'm going to show you this site as I talk a little bit more about the trail, but also the significance of this specific spot. First, I will show you William H. Nobles. And then the sign shows what the route, and you can see how it cut off the Lassen Trail. Before long in 1852, the route became the most heavily traveled immigrant trail through the mountains. Its popularity was largely due to the abundant amounts of grass, water, and wood along its entire length. Livestock drivers bringing sheep and cattle into California also preferred it because the greatest distance between any two watering places was only 25 miles. This plaque is California Historical Landmark number 11. It commemorates this spot, which is called the Nobles Pass route. The pass or gap is a topographical saddle between Table Mountain and the most northerly extension of Chaos Crags. This pass, which they probably traveled roughly through here in this direction, was the spot where immigrants traveling the Nobles Immigrant Trail first caught sight of the Sacramento Valley. We can only imagine what thoughts and emotions must have come to them when they reached this point. It must have been awe-inspiring for all but the most hardened hearts and minds. As I'm standing here, I wonder how differently the terrain and environment was 170 years ago, especially since that was before Mount Lassen's eruption. It's hard for me to imagine making the trip by oxen-pulled wagons up and down hills and mountains, through wooded areas such as this, and across creeks. It's incredible that so many were willing to make the trek. We invite you to check out the site, consider its history, and imagine for yourself what it must have been like. The landmark and its plaque are located on Highway 89 in the park, right across from park marker number 13, as you see here. That marker is approximately 2.8 miles from the Ranger's Pay Station at the entrance at Highway 44. The landmark is on the south or right side of the highway in a turnout, in front of this hillside that is made of big chunks of rock from the eruption. So come on out and put yourself in the shoes of those immigrants who came this way, and try to imagine what they were thinking as they finally glimpsed the end of their long journey.